Good evening. We begin tonight at Pearson Airport, where 700 ground workers with Swissport have walked off the job, and this is the impact. We're at the Air Transat check-in counters at Terminal 3, and you can see luggage for 2 flights right now starting to amass in front of me, but this is nothing compared to the scene we saw an hour ago at the top of 5 o'clock. Let me show you what it looked like here as passenger bags for a flight bound for Porto were all amassed here. The passengers had checked in, they headed to the gate. Their flight is actually departing right now in about 15 minutes. So an hour away, they had to go to the gate. Their luggage still hadn't boarded the flight. Then about 20 minutes later, crews came by and started loading the bags onto the conveyor belt. So here we are again, back inside Terminal 3, where you can see these bags are bound for Rome. And then you've got these bags over here, which are bound for Vancouver. The impacts, though, aren't as what you can imagine. This is not really the whole story, because to the passenger, what's happening is you check in and you don't get that luxury and convenience of knowing that your bag is heading down the conveyor belt. We have wonderful staff with the airline here who are actually taking care of the bags and then making sure they go down the belt at the appropriate time. So that's all that is really the major disruption. The other disruption, though, is for arriving passengers. So flights are arriving and departing on time. It's when you get to the luggage carousel to pick up your bags, you're waiting on just certain airlines, though. So we spoke to some passengers who got off their flight and waited a long time for their bags to arrive.
My brother's baggage came through pretty quickly, and then there was this huge gap where nothing was coming out. So we were on the same flight, we all checked in together. We really don't know what happened. It was frustrating. I mean, we have half our party has all their stuff ready, and we're still waiting, right? So of course, and I have my daughter waiting to see her dad and anxious.
I'm with a whole group of students traveling together, so we had 41 kids and 5 teachers. So half of the group is still down in baggage getting their stuff right now. It's a little stressful because I want to make sure they get here to meet their parents, and so it's hard when the bags are coming at different times.
So those, we talked to those passengers during the crunch time of arrivals at Pearson, about 3 and 4 o'clock. It's when a lot of the big planes arrive from Europe. So the flight airlines that were impacted include Air Transat, Air France, British Airways, Cathay Pacific, Sunwing as well from Canada. Air Canada and WestJet are not impacted. Let's go outside and I'll show you when you're arriving at the airport. People really aren't experiencing much of a delay. You can see these passengers saying goodbye, coming in. You can see the strikers. Here they are. They're not loud. They're not being disruptive. It's just there was signs essentially getting their message out. So right now they walked off the job last night, and this is what they're doing right now. But you don't see much of a disruption.